Oh, good morning, everybody. We're at a rest area in New Mexico, over by Des Moines. I was going to say Iowa. Des Moines, New Mexico. We're going to do a little unorthodox exit. It's just because we can go all the way up there and turn around. We're going to head back out this way, and the whole big area is open to us. So we're going to do a little unorthodox exit of a rest area. Another thing, if I have too much turn, oh, sorry about that. If I have too much turn on my trailer, it likes to snap my bucket around. And my window cleaning bucket, suicide excavation tools, suicidal insect excavation tools. Gorgeous day out there, 60 balmy degrees. Time to trigger the clock. A lady in that Chrysler 300. The wind's blowing pretty good. It's coming from the east, which is a little bit different. But I was coming out of the restroom there, the rest area, and I'm just wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And of course, I always wear my knee braces. A lot of people ask me about my knee braces too. Those really help? Like, well, yeah, I'm wearing them. I've been wearing them since 98. Actually 99, probably, because 98 I was still healing. I was still in a wheelchair at the end of January. But we did heal. So I wear these knee braces like all the time, religiously. And my legs, like if I'm sitting around the house, I don't really need them, but when once I leave, I need to have that support. It's really, I want to say, I don't think it's mind over matter type thing, but my knees do feel weaker when I'm not wearing them. Anyway, we left Dallas yesterday. Coal train. I'm not very good at it, but I did it anyway, just the same. We left Dallas yesterday. We got unloaded with the copper scrap we picked out of Laredo, not Laredo, it was Lopez in El Paso, and took it to Dallas to a refinery, a plant that makes actual wire. And just spilled my coffee on me. Then we went and picked up this full trailer load. All right, we know exactly what it is. It goes to the back of the doors. 30,000 pounds. I was laying in bed, half asleep, half awake. The truck was rocking back and forth because of the wind, and I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, you know, I wonder if it's snowing outside. The temperature is nice and cool. When you first wake up, you don't really realize too much until you start investigating, and I didn't even bother looking out the window. I figured I'd do that when I got up. But I was like, if I get this snow, at least I have enough weight to deal with the wind. I'm gonna let go of my steering wheel here. You can see it still pulls to the right, but not like it normally does. I've let go of it now for about, I don't know, a couple hundred feet. Now I have back in control, but the truck is going in today, I guess. I don't know what they're gonna do. They haven't said anything to me as far as giving me another truck. They have to give me another truck, period. Unless they can finish this within a week. Maybe I might take a week off. I don't know. I like to save my vacation for fishing down in Mexico or doing something. Not just taking it to take it. Elevation 6622, Des Moines, Nuevo Mexico. I pretty much take this way all the time now, going back from Dallas to Denver. Just because 287 is a two-lane highway through Colorado, like I said before, and those trucks that do 55, 58 miles an hour, 63, they hold the traffic up, and then you come into a town like this where it's a 4-lane highway, the speed limit's 30 miles an hour, they're doing 35. So it's like totally whacked. You know, if it was me and I had a governed truck like that, I would go down to 25, let everybody pass me, and let them cruise on down the highway, and then just get back in line. But nope, some people are just total jerks. There's a lot of truck drivers who are total jerks. Anyway, there's a Capulin volcano there to the right at 1 o'clock. Capulin and Capulin. I know that's old, I've already used that one. So yeah, my son made it to the military. He is signed up now. He's committed. He's going in the 35th intelligence analysis. It's a new intelligence thing that has opened up, and he scored to be able to get that job, which means he'll have top clearance. Which means I can't talk to him anymore. I told him, I go, when I ask you a question about the aliens, you just wink at me. since you can't talk about it. So I wouldn't do that to him anyway. It's a lot of responsibility they've given him, and or will give him, and he knows that he has to be straight. So more power to him. And yesterday I found a Caddy in Denver. I'm not really keen on the color. It's kind of like the color of this truck. That would look kind of cool, actually, the truck and the Caddy next to each other. It's in 2018 with 10,000 miles, like 10,655 miles. That's a good price, 67,000, because they're like 100,000 new. The reason that one is, I mean, it's got 670 horsepower, which is more horsepower than this truck has, and a lot of carbon fiber, and it's Cadillac, so it's luxury, but it's a high performance. It's a race car. It can you can drive it nice and luxury to the track, and then put it in track mode, and now you have an actual race car you can drive around the track, which I would love to do that. Go to a track and pay it to do my times, see what my numbers would be. Now that I would actually have a car that could do it. But that's a lot of money. Well, I should be able to afford it. I think it'd probably be $1,200 to $1,300 a month. I talked to my insurance agency a while back and asked them about what the rate on something like that would be. So he'd get back to me, but he hasn't. So maybe I can go take a look at that car today or tomorrow. He said, I don't know what they have. I've got to do something because I got to have another truck since this one's going to the shop. But anyway, I'll go take a look-see at it. I wanted a black one, but they're really rare to find used in the like the 2016, 17, 18, and 19. Those are the only 4 years they did the 640 horsepower. This is a 2018, and most of the ones that I've found that are 2018s, like I test drove that one in Vegas, and it was like 58,000, but it had been wrecked and then rebuilt, which is okay, but most of those cars would have been wrecked. So I think a lot of it has to do with the price being low. Is it's in Denver, it's a rear wheel drive, it's not a snow car. And then again, my Cadillac's not a snow car. It's a rear wheel drive. It's the same thing, it's just double the horsepower. I've been driving my Caddy up in the mountains for years. Well, the 3 or 4 years I've had it. But I don't know, we'll see. It's a big decision to do the math and all that stuff, and I just kind of hate spending that kind of money out monthly. But like my son said, you only live once. So anyway, we'll think about that thing, and then main thing is I'll get back to work, so I'm sure I'll either go to a used truck or a brand new one. I don't know if they have any new ones out right now that are ready. They did have a new International truck there, number 500. This is truck 418. My very first brand new truck was 182. The first truck I drove was 26. And then it was 136, 182, 194. After 182, they were all brand new. Well, except for 194. That one had 40,000 miles on it. That was the one where the guy refused to take a day cab up to Rawlins, Wyoming. He had to do a day cab because the sleeper's too heavy. The trailer was really heavy, so with a truck like this, you're overweight. But with this day cab, you can now be under the 80,000. He refused to do it. They even got him a hotel room. He refused to do it. They said, you either do it or you're fired. If you're fired, if you ever decide to come back, you'll lose your seniority status. You'll lose your pay rate. You'll have to start back over again. That's fine. I ain't doing it. Boom. See ya. He comes back and gets all his stuff handed right back to him on a silver platter. But anyway, and I ended up doing the run for him. So like, yeah, I'll do it. It needs to be done. Let's get it done. I'm here to work, here to make money. I'm not here to dictate and choose what I want to do. I'm working for you. I'm giving you my time, and you're compensating me for it. That's how I look at it. You're the one that gets to call the shot. And I do get to pick my loads. I do try to pick them. I don't always get to, but I do try. I definitely didn't do any picking on this run. I got to El Paso Wednesday night. Should have been unloaded, ready to go Thursday morning. Ended up unloading Thursday morning. Sat around all day, didn't get nothing. Oh, I'll get something tomorrow. Get there at 9 o'clock. It doesn't load till 1. Get there at 1:30. At 2:30, I'm getting ready to be loaded, and load cancels. Gets me another load. We go to Dallas. We sit for the weekend. Unload yesterday. Now we're headed back to Denver. But a bunch of BS. That's not any kind of mileage. I don't care how much they pay me an hour. I mean a mile. But if you ain't getting the miles, it doesn't matter. You know, I could have been back. I should have been back in Denver Thursday night. They gave me Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days ago. And I'm just now getting back. But we did go to Dallas, correct, but slow, slow, slow. I don't like it at all like that. But anyway, we're fixing to be heading into winter here pretty soon. So we have that. Anyway, I posted a video last night. It was the one to El Paso and Mexico in the headline, and it was all ass backwards. I have no clue what happened. The very end was supposed to be, of course, at the very end, it was in the beginning. I watched a little bit of it. I think there's like 120 views by that time, and I probably cut a few people off, but I'm like, this is crap. I didn't even double check it. I probably should have. Once I went through the process of editing, I just uploaded it and said, okay, we're good to go. Then I was going to look to change the thumbnail, and I went to pull a screenshot out of it, and I started watching the video. I'm like, what the hell is this? This isn't right. So I deleted it immediately, and then went into the editing, edited everything, and then uploaded it. Everything was already set. I just had to patch it back together. So it went fairly fast because all the other work had been done. It was just rearranged wrong, and I have no clue how that happened. But it's up and running. I'm sure a few people that watched it were like, what the hell is going on here? This doesn't make any sense. I'm sure it didn't. I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. I just deleted it. I think I still have it. I might take a look-see at it just to see how whacked it really was. But for sure it was whacked. It was not a pretty picture. Anyway, my apologies to y'all for that. But we did get it rearranged and reposted like it should be. So there's that. Temperatures dropped down to 5.5. Double nickel headed down the highway. So I've been thinking about doing a few live videos rolling down the highway. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I need to get and respond to the comments. I should stay on top of it. So I'm going to apologize for that. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes, but I will get to them. And so you guys let me know what you think if I should do a live video, live stream. Trucking, and like I said, maybe I'll just do it one of these days and see what happens. The wind's kind of blowing me around a bit. Maybe I'll get Raton Pass on this clip. I don't know if I've done Raton Pass or not. Or maybe I'll give it its own clip. Maybe I'll do that just because it's kind of... I'm doing construction on it right now. So it can get a little nasty in the wintertime, but I always manage to get the Rockies, well, I should say the mountains west of Denver come wintertime, which is fine with me. I don't care. We need to get some good, strong, hard, cold, snowy winters and force those people back to California. I could use a nice refresher of a hot cup of coffee, which mine has cooled down a little bit too much. I just made me a cup. I probably should have waited because I was cleaning off the suicidal insects, and then I had already made my cup of coffee, so by the time I actually got it, it was still hot, but it wasn't hot. So it means it cooled down pretty fast. This is New Mexico DOT, I assume. He might just be looking at delineators. See you in a bit. So I think we timed this one about right. We should be in Denver 1:32 o'clock, and that is right before hammer time. Right before the traffic gets stupid in Denver. So we should just be able to slip on up in there. Nice and smooth. Gorgeous out here right before it all turns white. Well, who knows? I mean, it depends how much they get, I reckon. We are in Mexican Overdrive right now. We are 214 miles per gallon right now. We are 68 miles per hour at 600 RPM. It's dropping a little bit, but we're going to gain right here. Tio Ranch. Used to be a big old bump right here, and they had you slow way down. And it really wasn't that big of a bump. This is right here, bump ahead. I'll show you as we decelerate. This is it. Okay, pretty rough, huh? And the speed back up. Couple little mesas right there in front of us. Kind of off to the left right there. Be cool to build a house on top of one of those. Well, we'll call it good for now. Today's date is, what is today's date? October 15, 1/5. The time is 10:24 a.m. We have been driving for about 30 minutes. I think about as long as this video is. So we'll call it good for now. Call it a wrap. I want to thank you again for riding shotgun. Until the next time, enjoy. Peace.